Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Shon-Jhon. Welcome back to the channel. This channel is all about flipping your money mindset. I just want you to give me an opportunity to share a different perspective. At the end of the day, look, I understand you may or may not agree with me, right? And I don't mind going back and forth in the comments. I love reading you guys' comments. So if you have an opinion about this video, or if you know something I don't, or something that could potentially help me, and not just me, everybody who's watching the channel, because I do get really good comments from folks that's like, hey, think about this, or add this, or what about this? And it helps people in the comments. So feel free to go into the comments, drop your opinion, drop any information you might have that'll help someone, right? Because I'm not always right. I do know that. So I do this channel just to give you a different perspective, but I'm very open-minded. So I'm not all like closed off and combative every time somebody says something that differs from what I believe. So I'm only giving you this information based on what I've experienced and what I've been through. So if you don't know my story, just a few years ago, I was homeless. I had no money, nowhere to live, no job, no anything. And today, fast forward just a few years, I'm living my best life, and I'm thankful for that, very grateful. And so what I do is I come on and I share things. Hey, these things got me into a world of trouble financially. Don't do this, right? And so I was just talking to my son yesterday, he's 3, and I said, Weston, because he doesn't understand, all right, when we're baking cookies, you cannot just run up to the oven and open it, right? It's very hot, right? I know I've been burned. See my hands? Don't want to get burned. And so I brought him over. I said, Weston, listen to me, buddy. I said, you see Daddy's hands? I said, when Daddy was 5 years old, Daddy was burned very, very badly, right? And I'm very blessed, by the way, guys. So to be alive, and you can't even tell unless I tell you. And so, but that happened, right? And fire was literally burning me, touching my skin. Not around fire, it was in the fire. And so I brought him over and I said, Weston, listen, when Daddy was young, Daddy was playing around fire, and Daddy got into some trouble. And I know he can't understand everything that I'm saying, like comprehend it on an adult level. So I was like, hey, let me show you my hands. See my hands? They're burned pretty badly. You can still see the surgery. Other places on my body's burned too. I'm still as handsome as ever. Don't trip, okay? Don't get it twisted, baby. I still look good. Thank you. And but I'm just being funny with you guys. But I do look good. And so, but anyway, I was like, hey, you can pull the stove out. The fire is real. It's going to burn you if you mess with that stove. Do you understand? Do you want your hands to look like this? He's like, no. So he can relate to that. Kids know pain if they don't know anything else. And so a lot of you guys, you're going through a lot of pain and you're getting burned. The problem is you keep pulling this oven open, right? You keep opening the oven while it's on high, and it keeps burning you. And then the worst part is you go back every year and open the oven again, get burned again, over and over and over. So I'm here to tell you, hey, the oven is on, it's hot, it will burn you. But you don't have to go and do it that way. There's a safe way to go about doing it. You can put the glove, take a step back, open it, let the heat get out, and then do what you have to do, right? And so, but a lot of you don't want to learn the easy way. You want to learn the hard way. But this channel is just to disrupt the way you think. And so diving in, let's talk about, because I'm going to give you this, let's talk about me not saving money. I come on here and I say, hey, saving money. I'll tell you guys this. Saving money is a bad idea. And I catch a lot of flack because guys are like, wait, you're supposed to save. You got to have these accounts, emergency accounts. I wouldn't manifest that. Do what you want to do. I'm not manifesting an emergency into my life, right? The tongue is a powerful tool. I'm not doing that. Rainy day accounts. I don't want a rainy day account. I'm not manifesting rainy days. Let's change our verbiage, right? Let's say something different. Let's say an opportunity account. This account is here for me to get an opportunity to use this money, right? To create something, to make more money, to multiply, whatever, right? And we're going to talk about that really quickly. So I know I'm going to get a lot of heat from this video. It's funny, tie in with the fire, but no pun intended. I know I'm going to get a lot of heat from this video because people are addicted to saving money. They think somehow it's going to lead them to some type of success. And let me ask you this question. Number one, when was the last time you had a rainy day that required $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 or more the same day? Doesn't happen a lot, does it? When was the last time you had an emergency that required $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 or more the same day? Doesn't happen, huh? Right? So What if I lose my job, Sean? Okay, got it. I'm not telling you that you should have no money in the bank. I'm just telling you it should not be your focus. Before you guys jump on me in the comments, because I can see it now. Hey, I've saved up $200,000. My question to you would be why? That's dead money. So save up. If you want to save money, I always say, look, your emergency, if you have to have one, God forbid you do, probably $1,000 or less, $2,000 or less. If you want to save up income for a month worth of bills, I have no problem with that. I just don't want you to focus on savings. And here's why. Here's why I don't focus on saving. I'm going to give you 5 reasons that I don't. Number 1, and I just want you to hear me out. You don't have to, please don't throw anything at the TV. If you're watching me on TV, don't throw your phone in the river. Some guy in it. I got to get rid of this phone, right? Don't do that. Don't be that guy. All right. So number 1, reason I don't save money. Yep, you read it right. Thought I was going to say something else, huh? Money's abundant. I don't have to save money. It's everywhere all the time, right? Money is spiritual. Money is abundant. No matter where you go, somebody's got money. Everybody has it. So there's no such thing. The fact that you may not have the amount of money that you want does not mean that money's in short supply. The fact that I don't have as much money as I want, $1 million a year, does not mean that money's in short supply. Money is everywhere. In fact, money is so everywhere that inflation is a real thing to most people now, because a few years ago, we never even heard of it, a lot of us. Now we know what inflation is. Why? Because money's everywhere chasing the same goods, right? So I don't save money because I know that money is abundant. Abundant, meaning it's everywhere. There's always enough. Number 2, I don't save money because the government prints money. We'll just put GOV. Do you know that while you were sleeping, the government approved a bill to fund the government for the next few months of $1.2 trillion? You know what that does to the buying power of your money? Kills it. So why would I save something that's dying? Every time the government print money, every time they print money, my money dies. Your money dies. Why in the round world are we holding on to a dying currency? That's like having a rose. I don't know why I said rose, but having a rose, beautiful rose, but the rose is dying. And so what do? You hold on to it, holding on, and it doesn't make any sense. Why are you holding? The rose is dying. Let it go, right? Throw it out, let it decompose and help somebody, help a bird or help a worm or whatever it does, right? But you hold on to it and it makes no sense because it has no value. So I submit to you to get rid of the rose and understand that when the government prints money, you're saving dead money. Make sense? Right? I hope you guys are tracking. If you ain't tracking, you're lacking. All right. And in no particular order, I'm just giving them, just labeling 5 real quick for you. But number 3, and I just talked about this a little, but if you put your money in bank accounts, your money dies, right? When someone we love dies, we take them to the cemetery and bury them in the ground. That's where the dead goes, right? When money dies, we take it to the banks and bury it in the banks. You didn't know that, did you? So when your money goes into the banks take your money and use it to make money for themselves. That's how they get rich. So they use your money because you've been trained, good boy or girl, to not come back to the bank and take your money out, to leave it in this thing called a savings account and leave it there forever, right? No control, money's gone. They get rich, they get wealthy, you struggle, you get poor. The mindset makes you poor more than dumping the money, because it starts there. But you pump your money into the banks use your money to get rich. You use your money to leave it in a savings account where it dies. The banks pay 0% interest on your savings account. They pay you nothing to leave your money in there. Before you jump on here and talk about 2 and 3% money market accounts and all that other garbage, worthless. Worthless. What's 2 and 3% going to do? Inflation's higher than that. What are we talking about? Come on, with that programmed? I know. I got you. I told you I was going to shake this up. I told you it's going to be mad at me. I can see the comments coming now, but I'm a big boy. I got my big boy panties on. I can handle it, right? So you put your money in the bank, it's dead money. I hope you guys are tracking. If you're not tracking, you're lacking. Let me know if this is working for you. Also, really quickly, if you want to learn what I do since 2020, I have not, so for the past 4 years, I have not had a job. I don't fill out job applications. I work from home. I work from vacation. I work from the mall, from the coffee shop, wherever I want to go, because all I need is my phone to make money. It's called a middleman business. I do three things. I teach you how to book, deposit, dispatch. Book, deposit, dispatch. That's all I teach you how to do. Use your phone to get customers for a service business, and then book the customer, get paid, and then send the work to the service business. You just partner with service businesses in your area. You use your phone to promote your business and get paid. You take a deposit commission up front. You get paid. I try to teach you on average to get at least $150 per customer. You do 2 customers a day. That's an easy $300. 5 times a week, 4 weeks out of the month, you made $6,000. Not bad for not having to leave your house. I have students that's averaging anywhere from $3,000 to $4,500 their first month out. So if you want to learn how to do that, I'm going to be teaching a free live training. Put the word middleman in the comments below. If you want to skip all that, go right into the masterclass like some of you, because I know you're go-getters and you're ready to rock and roll. You're going to work with me. I'll put that link in the description below. So, all right, back to this. By the way, that training's coming up. It's going to be at 7 o'clock. Please put middleman in the comments. If you get an invite, be there. If you do not get an invite, we've cut it off because I want to do Q&A and I want to meet and talk to everybody. Last time, it was too many people, so only a few going to be invited. If you get it, you're lucky. Make sure you're there. Please don't miss it, all right? And so one of the other things, number 4, and I'll end with one of my favorites, and I kind of hinted on it. But number 4, when it comes to why I don't save money, is because here's what I know. Money is not meant to be saved. Instead, money is meant to be used. So you guys focus on saving money. I focus on using money. You focus on saving money to see money in the bank account that you're not using. Did you know that if you don't use money, money's not useful? Did you know that money's only useful when it's used? So if I give you $1 million and you put it into a bank account, what's it worth? Right? Nothing, because it only has power if it's exchanged for something. It's just a tool that has value only when you use the tool. You get what I'm saying? That's why I always tell you guys that money is not meant to be saved. It's meant to be used to make more money. So you can save money and look at it in your account and think it's there. It's not. It's just numbers on the computer. The bank's already used it to get rich. You've got to get into the mindset, hey, I'm not saving money. Shon told me not to do that. I'm going to focus on using money to make more money. Now that is a different mindset, and that's going to change your life. And 5, I just told you. You just heard me say it. I don't save money because it creates a poor, not a rich, a poor mindset. Reason I say that, guys, how many rich people have you ever came across in your life? Probably a few. How many rich people that you know of talk to you about saving money? I have not met one. I got a friend, lives in my neighborhood, Mr. Ken. Hopefully it'll become a mentor of mine so I can learn from him, and then I can share it with you. That's the way it works, and then you share it with somebody else. Change people's lives. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up if this is giving you value. If you have a question or comment, drop it in the comments below. If you want to get that middleman free live training invite to get the blueprint of what I do, put the word middleman in the comments below. But again, Mr. Ken is a millionaire, and all he talks about is investing. This guy's probably in his 60s. All he talks about is investing. In fact, just to give you an example, you don't know Mr. Ken, so I can share this with you. He lives in my neighborhood here in Dallas. Mr. Ken did this. He was talking about, and this guy invests millions. Now, the banks were going to loan him some money, millions of dollars to go, because he does big projects. And he said he was just going to go ahead and refinance his house. Now, I don't know a lot about this. I'm not a real estate person or much about this. So if I mess it up, forgive me. I'm just trying to remember what he said to me. That he was going to, instead of borrowing the money from the bank because the interest rates were higher, he was going to refinance his house and get that loan. House probably, I don't know, the houses back here could be about $1 million or more. I don't have $1 million house, by the way. The houses back here, there are some that go up to $1, $2, $3 million. And, but he was going to, because refinancing his house was going to be I guess a cheaper loan, interest rates wise. that, and if somebody knows what I'm talking, because I'm stumbling all over this, just trying to remember what he said. But if you guys know what I'm talking about, somebody put it in the comments so everybody can understand. And he was basically saying he was going to refinance his house because it was lower to borrow money that way than it was to get the loan the other way, the commercial loan, if I'm not, or construction loan. And so he was willing to put his house up as collateral to make more money. So what does that tell you? That the rich know that saving money, he could have left the money in the bank. He could have left, people talk about getting what's it called when you borrow against your house or something like that, or something, line of credit, or HELOC, what's it called, a home equity line of credit, or something else. But no, this guy's willing to risk where he's living to use money to make money. So if the millionaires are thinking about using money, what should you and I be thinking about? We're not millionaires. Well, I hope to be soon, but we're not right now, most of us. So if the millionaires are trying not to save money but use money, this guy never talked about, hey, I got money saved up, I'm going to use that. Never. The rich think about living off cash flow, while the poor and the middle class think about living off paychecks. Make sense? Earned income. So we don't want to be in that position, but these are just 5. I know you guys won't agree with them all. I don't really care. I just know that this is what I'm going to teach my kids so they can be wealthy. You'll probably send your kids off to college, and that's fine. But I'm going to teach my kids how to start a business so that your kids will have a place to work. I told you, the money's not in doing the hard work. It's in the delegating of the work. The rich are not the ones doing the hard work. It's the hard workers that are underpaid and struggling financially who's doing all the hard work. I'm just saying, don't get mad at me. I'm the messenger. I'm just telling you what I've learned. If this applies to you, smash thumbs up. If it's giving you any value, subscribe, hit thumbs up, and drop a comment and let me know. If you're ready to get in that masterclass and say, you know what, brother, you might be right. I'm tired of struggling financially. I need to find out how to make money and use my phone to do it so I can get my time back and live the life I want to live. Then put Middleman in the comments. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.